Hey everyone, welcome to group break number 231. Today we have a nice little 10 box basketball mixers. I almost said 8 because I forgot about the 2 retail boxes of Prizm in there. But anyways, without further ado, let's get underway. If you're wondering why there's a decoy in front, it's just because when I take it away, the camera turns, like the white balance in the camera goes off, so it's just there to make it kind of look better. It'll take it away once we start the break, but that's just the main reason why it's there, and it just bugs me a little bit on the video quality. So anyways, let's get into the team randoms. 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. All right, and here we go. Let's swap over. Here we go. This is just my laptop's open in the other room on the spreadsheet, so that's why it's like that. In case you're wondering. Come on. There we go. 3 times. Once. Twice. And 3rd time. Nico on top. Benjamin on the bottom. And teams 3 times. Once, twice, and 3rd time. Clippers on top, Lakers on the bottom, LA sandwich. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. All right. Nico, you've got the Clippers, Matthew with the Timberwolves, Jordan with the Pelicans, Eval with the Hawks, Elizabeth with the Knicks, James with the Wizards, Miles with the Grizzlies, Jackie Fur with the Magic, Matthew with the Bulls, Miles with the Cavs, Marco with the Bucks, Russell with the Celtics, Eval with the Pistons, David, you got the Nuggets, Jeremy with the Kings, Dushu with the Mavericks, Marco with the Suns, Elizabeth with the Rockets, Mark with the Heat, Matthew with the Spurs, Ethan with the Warriors, Carrie, you got the Nets, Russell with the Portland, Paul with the Jazz, Andy with the Pacers, Jason, you got Oklahoma City, Marco with the Hornets, Andy with the Raptors, Jeremy with the 76ers, and Benjamin, you got the Lakers. So there are your teams. Let me get them pasted on over to our good old friend, the team viewer. And let me double check the team names. Looks correct. And if there is ever a discrepancy between TeamViewer or the original random results, it will always be by the original random results. It should be the exact same because it pulls from the same spreadsheet, but Excel formulas can mess up from time to time, so always make sure people know that. So a couple minutes for trades here, and we'll get started. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. We just had a pretty, actually stellar hockey break. We got a really nice rookie patch auto, the 2003 exquisite rookie patch auto of Nick Suzuki. So that's like the LeBron rookie year exquisite patch auto design, and it's one of my favorite card designs. I really like it. So we got like a Jerome McGinley auto to 25, some nice stuff. And hopefully we can continue that into basketball. So we'll start with Chronicles, then do Prizm Blasters, then do Mosaic, then do Prizm, the Prizm things. Retails. That's what I meant. Okay. Let's get started. Don't see anything on the trade front. Here we go. Let's see if I take this away if it goes red. It's not as bad. It'll probably change. Again, apologies for the white balance that's adjusting in the background. It just is going to happen. There's so much orange and red that it's having a tough time. Here we go. Blaster 1. Right, we don't rip and sack this stuff. Giannis for the Bucks, Irving for the Nets, DeAndre Hunter for the Hawks, Jamal Murray on the base for the Nuggets, and Cody Martin for the Hornets. Also, I think we're going to try a double up for basketball in the upcoming weeks here. Colbert for the T-Wolves, Kobe White for the Bulls, Tybolt for the 76ers, Doumbia for the Pistons, and Nasir Little for Portland. Just because a lot of you buy a couple spots anyways in each break, so I figured it'd just be, that way you get one good team. Davis for the Raptors, Porter Jr. for the Cavs, Kobe White for the Bulls, backwards Cam Reddish for the Hawks on the Threads, and Langford for the Celtics. So I just got to figure out the team pairings a little bit. Nice! Ja on the dunk for the Grizzlies. Young for the Hawks. Taco Fall for the Celtics. We'll leave that one up. Randall for the Knicks. And Rui for the Wizards. That Ja dunk is always one of my favorite cards. I just love the photography. Just a beautiful card. Reddish for the Hawks, Carson Edwards on the pink Threads for the Celtics, Davis for the Raptors, Hero for the Heat on the Prestige, and Johnson for the Suns. That one card being turned over in every single pack is a little bit like, ooh, maybe we hit an auto type stuff, but it's like, nope, never mind, it's just a card that's backwards. White for the Bulls, Giannis for the Bucks, Kawhi for the Clippers, Zion for the Pelicans, and Barrett for the Knicks on the pink. There's our first song here. I can topple them as we go. Shouldn't have too many of them, but I mean, hopefully we have a lot. But Reddish for the Hawks, Luka on the pink P for the Mavericks, Nunn for the Heat, Kemba Walker for the Celtics on the base, and Rui for the Wizards. Last pack of Blaster 1. And we have a Phoenix coming up. Johnson for the Suns. Johnson for the Suns. Phoenix of Kobe White for the Bulls. Embiid for the 76ers. There we go. And none for the Heat. I just like keeping the foil separate from the non-foil, because when you go to sort, the cards will spin on the foil, like the paper stock will spin on the foil, and it is really annoying when you're sorting like a lot of cards at once, because they're just spinning whenever you place down a card. Luka for the Mavericks, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Thunder, Davis for the Raptors, Randall for the Knicks, and Harden for the Rockets. Davis for the Raptors, Pascal for Golden State, Barrett for the Knicks, Luka for the Mavericks, and Leonard for the Clippers. Reddish for the Hawks, Giannis for the Bucks, Nunn for the Heat, Hero for the Heat, and Johnson for the Spurs. Another Crusades coming up. Naz Reid for the T-Wolves, Edwards for the Celtics, Brandon Clark for the Grizzlies, Kemba Walker for the Celtics, and Pascal for Golden State. Batadze for the Pacers, Giannis for the Bucks, Doumbia for the Pistons, Garland for the Cavs, and Hero for the Heat. Hayes for the Pelicans. Hero for the Heat. DeAndre Hunter for the Hawks. Garland for the Cavs. And Rui for the Wizards. Davis for the Lakers. Jackson Hayes for the Pelicans. LeBron for the Lakers. Embiid for the 76ers. Dropped 50 points the other night. Kobe White for the Bulls. We got Pink Crusades coming up. Clark for the Grizzlies. Garland for the Cavs. Keldon Johnson for the Spurs on the Pink Crusades. Not bad. PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets on the Prestige. And none for the Heat. I think Keldon Johnson is in that, like, not bad territory. Alright, next blaster. I always love opening up Chronicles. Chronicles, last year's Football Select, I think, is the most fun blaster to open up. But, like, 2020 Select Football. I think, without a doubt, like, just ignoring card value, that was the most fun product to open up from a blaster standpoint ever. Because it was just full of different cards. And, like, there's good stuff in there, too, obviously. But it was just fun. Curry for Golden State. Gobert for the Jazz. None for the Heat. Love for the Cavs. And Brazdeikis for the Knicks. On the marquee. But Chronicles is just consistently fun to open up for me. None for the Heat. Poole for Golden State. Barrett for the Knicks. White for the Bulls. Edwards for the Celtics. Batadze for the Pacers. PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets. Doumbia for the Pistons. Harden for the Rockets. And Rui for the Wizards. Should be our first Chrome card of the blaster. Ooh, it's silver something. Clark for the Grizzlies. Garland for the Cavs, probably Hometown Heroes. Yep, Kawhi Leonard on the Hometown Heroes silver for the Clippers. Chris Paul for the Thunder. And John the XR for the Grizzlies. We'll sleeve it up. Not a big money card, but just different. Alexander Walker for the Pelicans, Kawhi for the Clippers on the Pink Prestige, LeBron for the Lakers, Giannis for the Bucks, and Zion on the marquee. So far we're at 1-1. Between the two big rookies. Well, I guess 2-2, not 1-1. Culvert for the T-Wolves. Barrett for the Knicks. Johnson for the Suns. Culvert for the T-Wolves. And Hero for the Heat. Kevin Porter Jr. for the Cavs. Davis for the Raptors. Luka for the Mavericks. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Thunder. And Doumbia for the Pistons. Last pack here. Should be another foil card. And this is another Phoenix. Barrett for the Knicks. Luka for the Mavericks. Tyler Hero for the Heat on the Phoenix rookie. Cam Reddish for the Hawks. And Jackson Hayes for the Pellies. Alright, last Chronicles blaster. It's kind of been, not the best. Especially for like 3 blasters. I'd like to see one bigger name in the, like one bigger rookie in a foil parallel. Here we go. None for the Heat. Hero for the Heat. Clark for the Grizzlies. George for the Clippers. And Hunter for the Hawks. Clark for the Grizzlies. Garland for the Cavs. Batadze for the Pacers. White for the Bulls. Poole for Golden State. Nikhil Alexander-Walker for the Pelicans. Barrett for the Knicks on the pink. Garland for the Cavs. Rui for the Wizards. And Porter Jr. for the Cavs. Another Crusade coming up. Barrett for the Knicks. Johnson for the Suns. Batadze for the Pacers on the Crusades. Jokic for the Nuggets. It's got a little bit of peeling at the top. And Davis for the Lakers. Colbert for the T-Wolves. Randall for the Knicks. Porter Jr. for the Cavs. Rui for the Wizards. And Brazdeikis for the Knicks. There's another Zion. Barrett for the Knicks. Luka for the Mavericks. Porter Jr. for the Cavs. White for the Bulls. And Zion on the pink XR for the Pellies. Two packs to go. Then we'll move into Prizm, then Mosaic, and then Prizm. Pascal for Golden State. Poole for Golden State. Nasir Little for Portland. D'Angelo Russell for the T-Wolves. And Rui for the Wizards. And last pack of the blaster. Hopefully something silver. We at least got another Shaw. That's good. Reddish for the Hawks. Davis for the Raptors. Barrett for the Knicks. Not bad on the Phoenix. Clark for the Grizzlies. And Shaw for the Grizzlies. So, 3 Shaws, 3 Zions. I mean, would have liked a little bit more, but could have been worse. Nice Barrett at the very least. Let me clean this up a little bit here. Let's get these out of the way, that way they're not overflowing. And there we go. All right, let's do the Prizm blasters. It is Prizm time. All right, I mean, obviously we all know we want to see some LaMelos. Some Edwards would be nice. Garbage bag fell down. There we go. Here we go. Now, as a reminder, all Prizm rookies will get top loaded. They'll get sleeved right away, but top loaded later. Milton for the Grizzlies, Herter for the Hawks, Isaac for the Magic on the green, Barrett for the Knicks. Zeller for the Hornets, green for the Lakers. Green of Avdija for the Wizards, and Bay for the Pistons. We'll sleeve up the Avdija. We'll put them there. And it's not the biggest money card on the Avdija, but it is a green at least. It is different. So, Caruso for the Lakers. Nance Jr. for the Cavs. Cole Anthony on the purple wave for the Magic. And Okongwu for the Hawks. It's got a little bit of a mark there. You can see it, but nice Anthony on the purple wave. I think that's the first like good purple wave that we've pulled actually. So we'll show it off. It's the first good purple wave I think that we've pulled. So highlight that. It is decent at the very least. So, Hill for the Bucks, Siakam for the Raptors. It's got a little bit of an indent on it. Dwayne Wade for the Heat. And Harris for the 76ers. And USA goes to either current team or most games played for if they are retired. Collins for the Hawks. Giannis for the Bucks. Bogdanovich for the Kings. Kuzma for the Lakers. And jersey card. Oh, good rookie on the back. Pascal for Golden State, and Vucevic for the Magic with a nice little pinstripe on it. Put that up there. Achua for the Heat, and Hampton for the Nuggets. Nice little Hampton for the Nuggets there. Yeah. There we go. Next blaster. I mean, honestly, pretty good blaster. Hit a good purple wave rookie, a good base rookie, a green parallel of like a not half bad rookie. So Holiday for the Pacers, Murray for the Spurs, Hayward for the Celtics on the green, none for the Heat. Bledsoe for the Bucks, Dwayne Wade for the Heat, Garnett for the T-Wolves, and Mays for the Hawks. This is like a line on the back, yeah. It's like it's a crease, but not a crease. Kaminsky for the Suns, Adebayo for the Heat, Richardson for the 76ers. So this does not have it. It's got like a fingerprint on the back, but yeah, like you can see it right. If I hold it, there you can see it. Bane for the Grizzlies. Again, it's on the back, which is fine. So, I mean, it's not fine, but it's better than on the front. Williams for the Celtics, Robinson for the Heat. Sophomore star silver of Barrett for the Knicks. Not bad. Turner for the Pacers. Another silver. Brogdon for the Pacers. Jamal Murray for the Nuggets. Silver of Napier for the Wizards. And LB for the Trailblazers. And jersey card. Tyus Jones for the Grizzlies. Carlos Boozer for the Bulls. Russell Westbrook for the Rockets on the Dominance. And Garland for the Cavs. Just had to have a quick little sneeze there. Excuse me. I think I got my mic muted in time for that. But here we go. Mosaic Blaster. Number 1. Again, really want to see a Genesis. It's been a long time since we've seen one. Richardson for the 76ers, Powell for the Mavericks, Old School of Ewing for the Knicks on the Mosaic, Braz Dykes for the Knicks on the rookie. I'll put that up there, and then those there. Perfect. Monk for the Hornets, Drummond for the Pistons, Green of Davis for the Lakers, and Brandon Clark for the Grizzlies. House Jr. for the Rockets, Powell for the Raptors, Silver of Oladipo. This is really scratched up for the Pacers, and Keldon Johnson for the Spurs. Rondo for the Lakers, Hood for Portland, Steph Curry for Golden State on the green USA, and Larry Bird for the Celtics on the Hall of Fame. Cantor for the Celtics, Leonard for the Clippers, Will to Win of Trae Young for the Hawks, and Kevin Porter Jr. for the Cavs. Trae Young for the Hawks, Allen for the Nets, Adebayo for the Heat on the Mosaic, and Malone for the Jazz on the USA Basketball. Hill for the Bucks, Ingles for the Jazz, Mitchell for the Jazz, Nickeil Alexander-Walker for the Pelicans, and last pack of our first blaster. Oh, not the worst rookie. Sexton for the Cavs, Lillard for Portland, Teague for the T-Wolves on the green, and Rui on the debut for the Wizards. And Blaster number 2. There we go. We have Millsap for the Nuggets, Brooks for the Grizzlies, Jokic on the Got game for the Nuggets, and Martin for the Hornets. That's the debut. Tucker for the Rockets, LeBron for the Lakers, Wiggins for the T-Wolves on the Mosaic, and Ja on the debut for the Grizzlies. Sometimes he's with the Zion debut. Sometimes. But he's normally with this guy. Lonzo Ball for the Pelicans, Angelica for the Kings, Old School of Stockton for the Jazz on the green, and Kyle Guy for the Kings. George for the Clippers, Zeller for the Hornets, Harden on the green MVPs for the Rockets, and Robertson for the Royals, which is the Sacramento Kings, I believe. If my memory is correct. Adebayo for the Heat, Ibaka for the Raptors, Old School Mosaic of Dennis Johnson for the Celtics, and Terrence Mann for the Clippers. Quiet Blasters. Be nice to get like one more, solid pull. Collins for the Hawks, Gordon for the Magic, Sarge for the Suns on the green, Kobe White for the Bulls on the debut. Richardson for the 76ers, Porzingis for the Mavericks, De'Aaron Fox for the Kings, and Schofield for the Wizards. Monk for the Hornets, Anderson for the Grizzlies, Bogdanovich for the Kings, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the Lakers on the base. Get the base out of the way here. All right. And now it's time for the main event. How are we putting sorting these? Those there, that goes there, perfect. Prizm time. Let's get a good silver. I mean, it'd be nice to see a ball. Also, I will make sure I'm a little bit more careful with the points if we get one. So if you see me thumbing ahead a card in every packet, for that reason. Jrue Holiday for the Pelicans, Tice for the Celtics, Flynn for the Raptors, and Mannion for Golden State. Porzingis for the Mavericks, Knox for the Knicks, Zion for the Pelicans, and McCollum for Portland. Paul for the Thunder, PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets, Dwayne Wade for the Heat, Otoru for the Clippers. Healed for the Kings, Poole for Golden State, silver rookie of Kenyon Martin Jr. for the Rockets, and Drummond for the Cavs. I swear we've pulled his silver rookie more than any other one. I feel like we've pulled it like 10 times. Barden for the Nuggets, Brown for the Celtics, Vince Carter for the Raptors on the silver, and Pokisevsky for the Thunder. Nice rookie there. Well, these cards seem to have like just a little bit of white in the bottom corner. Hart for the Pelicans, Wiggins for the Golden State Warriors, Fox on the Red Wave for the Kings, and Gasol for the Raptors. Like, just like enough on the bottom here. I don't know if the camera will show up, but it's fairly consistent across all the cards. Young for the Hawks, Howard for the Lakers, Achua for the Heat, and Westbrook for the Rockets. Collins for Portland, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander for the Thunder, Seth Curry for the Mavericks, Avdija for the Wizards. Aiden for the Suns, Carter for the Raptors, Halliburton for the Kings, Meldon for the Thunder. I think Halliburton's name's in trade rumors right now. I think. Hayward for the Celtics, Steph for Golden State, Silver of Gordon for the Rockets, and Forbes for the Spurs. Thompson for the Cavs, Clarkson for the Jazz, Williams for the Bulls, Winston for the Wizards. Luka for the Mavericks, Bridges for the Hornets, Satoransky for the Bulls on the Red Wave, Hero for the Heat. These points, I believe we have points, yeah. So let me get the, I'm just gonna get the points top loader here. 1 second. So that way I don't show the code. All right. So 600 points. I'll get that just in the top loader and sleeve. Honestly, good pull. The points are honestly more valuable than the autos half the time, most of the time. Not even half most of the time. So that'll be a 30-team random at the end of the break. The card on top was a Kevin Porter Jr. for the Cavs, Kira Lewis Jr. for the Pelicans, and Giles III for the Kings. Bullock for the Knicks, Napier for the Wizards, Bogdanovich for the Kings, Martin for the Hornets. Ross for the Magic, Richardson for the 76ers, Maxey on the Silver Emergent for the 76ers, and Vassell for the Spurs. Let's leave that up because it's a silver. Bryant for the Wizards, Dragic for the Heat, Red Wave of James Wiseman for Golden State, nice one there, and Achua for the Heat. So some nice stuff so far. I mean, points is nice. Red Wave of Wiseman's always nice. Get another, here, we'll move these ones out to the side. Slide these ones over. These ones over. And that one there. The points are a 31-team random, or 30-team random, sorry, at the end of the break. So at the, after, you know, the break's done, we'll do another random, and we'll random off the list of teams 3 times, and whatever team's on top gets the points. If we get 2 points redemptions, what we'll do is we'll do the top 2 teams. Or, no, it's actually, yeah, we'll do top 2. Hardaway for the Mavericks, Walker for the Celtics, Walker for the Celtics, and Bradley for the Lakers. Actually, no, I guess if we do get another points, it'll be a separate 30-team random. Barnes for the Kings, Basley for the Thunder, White for the Bulls, and Toppin for the Knicks. So, for example, if we were to pull a second one, we'd have 2 30-team randoms at the end of it. Because it's a different card. It's different from, like, how I do overtime packs, essentially, for hockey. It's a unique card. Ish Smith for the Wizards, Jackson for the Grizzlies, Bay for the Pistons, Carter Jr. for the Bulls. So, but like honestly, it's one of the best hits so far. House Jr. for the Rockets, Gordon for the Magic, Shaq for the Lakers, and Martin Jr. for the Rockets. The points are always, you know, You're never, it's weird because like you're never upset to see them really. Sabonis for the Pacers, Jellica for the Kings, Steph for Golden State on the silver, Shaq for the Lakers. Biyombo for the Hornets, Favors for the Pelicans, K. Towns for the T-Wolves on the Red Wave, Rui for the Wizards. Craig for the Nuggets, Mudia for the Jazz, Avdija for the Wizards, and Trey Jones for the Spurs. And last pack, I think solid retail box. Not the worst, not the best. Wiseman red is nice. The points are nice. Could do worse. Baines for the Suns, Horford for the 76ers. Oh, well, okay. Yeah, you could do a lot worse. LaMelo Green. And that is pretty, it's a little bit off left to right. So, probably like 40, 60. But, oh, nice LaMelo Green here for the Hornets. How's the back? Back is, again, that corner is like a little bit on the white side, but nothing horrible. Anthony, sorry, you go down. There we go. Levine for the Bulls. I mean, that's a great retail box. It goes from, you know, it's a good one to, okay, yeah, no, that was a great box with one card. Good luck beating this. It'd take like a good silver. I mean, bring it. I'd love to beat it, but... I'm just going to get rid of all the base cards so they don't fall over. Here we go. Healed for the Kings, Ingram for the... Of course, as I put them in the wrong pile. Ingram for the Pelicans, Green for the Mavericks, Okongwu for the Hawks. Barden for the Nuggets, Garnett for the T-Wolves, Silver of Tillman for the Grizzlies, and Harris for the 76ers. Probably not the best silver to see, but hey, it's a silver rookie. If you have the Grizzlies, you're happy. Hart for the Pelicans, Jordan for the Nets, Schrader for the Thunder on the silver, and Kuzma for the Lakers. Trae Young for the Hawks, Lillard for Portland, Poole for the Warriors on the red, and Hampton for the Nuggets. Nice Hampton. Collins for Portland, Markkanen for the Bulls, Maxey for the 76ers, and Fultz for the Magic. Aiden for the Suns, Powell for the Raptors, PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets on the green, Clark for the Grizzlies. We have an auto, Hayward for the Celtics, and nice, Hampton for the Nuggets on the rookie auto. I mean, one of the best rookie autos you could get. Hayes for the Pistons and Hughes for the Jazz. And if you're getting an auto, then this is like legitimately one of the ones that you want. Oop. Sorry, I gotta ban them. I really need to set up a chat bot to get rid of anyone who says buy followers. Oh, all right. I mean, the retail boxes are so far so good. Thompson for the Cavs, Morris Sr. for the Clippers, Caruso for the Lakers, Booker for the Suns. Luka for the Mavericks, Lonnie Walker for the Spurs. Nice sophomore star, Silver of Zion for the Pelicans, and Maxey for the 76ers. Zion can just stay healthy. Drew Holiday for the Pelicans, Tatum for the Celtics, Avdija on the red wave for the Wizards. That one's pretty centered, and Okoro for the Cavs. That's a solid one. Our rookie colors have been really solid. The silvers haven't been, but everything else has been. Porzingis for the Mavericks, Augustine for the Magic, Luka for the Mavericks, and Barrett for the Knicks. I shouldn't have to worry about points. So, Paul for the Thunder, Lowry for the Raptors, Garland for the Cavs, Bay for the Pistons. All right, final half to go here. I mean, really not much more to say. It's been a good break. Williams for the Celtics, Kleber for the Mavericks, Silver, Pritchard for the Celtics, and DeRozan for the Spurs. So we got a second rookie silver. Again, not the biggest name, but hey, 2 rookie silvers in a box. You take that. Normally only get 1. So Brogdon for the Pacers, Snell for the Pistons, Zion on the silver for the Pelicans. Second Zion silver of the box. I feel like we've had a box with 2 Zion silvers before, actually. Tyus Jones for the Grizzlies, Bagley for the Kings, D'Angelo Russell for the T-Wolves on the Red Wave, Ingles for the Jazz. Finney-Smith for the Mavericks, Ja for the Grizzlies, Halliburton for the Kings, and Stanley for the Pacers. Griffin for the Pistons, Jokic for the Nuggets, Griffin for the Pistons on the green, and Hayes for the Pistons on the rookie. Okay, for the Spurs, Porter Jr. for the Bulls, Pokusevski for the Thunder, and none for the Heat. Johnson for the Suns, Conley for the Jazz, silver of Zeller for the Hornets, and Mays for the Hawks. Getting down to the nitty-gritty here. O'Neal for the Jazz, Embiid for the 76ers, Nnaji for the Nuggets, and Bane for the Grizzlies. Dort for the Thunder, Redick for the Pelicans, PJ Washington Jr. for the Hornets on the Red Wave, Turner for the Pacers. 3 packs to go here. Holiday for the Pacers, Korkmaz for the 76ers, Williams for the Bulls, LB for the Portland Trail Blazers. Bledsoe for the Bucks, Beasley for the T-Wolves, Butler for the Heat, and Garland for the Cavs. Well, good rookie to end on. Kaminsky for the Suns, Allen for the Nets, Iverson for the 76ers, right? Yeah. And Wiseman for the Warriors on the base rookie. So 600 point random. To do that, we'll do that first, and then we'll do a recap after. So let's get that set up. Need the teams. Your good friend random.org. All right, here we go. So 3 times on the teams. Team on top gets 600 points. Once, twice, and 3rd time. The Clippers. That goes to the Clippers, who is Nico. There you go. Points are yours. All right. That wraps up the break overall. Pretty solid. I mean, the points is nice. Our other auto being Hampton is nice. We hit an Anthony purple wave, which is nice. 3 silvers. The Wiseman red is nice. But I mean, pull the break. LaMelo green rookie. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Stay tuned for next week for breaks. We'll have kind of some similar stuff. But yeah, thanks again for tuning in. Hopefully you had some fun today. I mean, we pulled some nice stuff. So take care, and I will see you next week.